It is both delightfully simple and genuinely compelling to be able to summarize the behavior of the equity markets, not only in the calendar year just ended, but the last 2 years. I can in fact do it in two sentences. In 2022, we saw a heavy decline in the Dow, the S&P 500, and the Nasdaq 100. Now, a week before Christmas 2023, all three were on new high ground on a total return basis. That's including dividends. Why stocks did this is irrelevant to the wonderful lessons to be drawn from this experience. There are almost as many theories and explanations of why as there are market commentators, of whom I am happily not one of them. I would want to point out, however, that the number set commentators who successfully forecasted both the market action of 2022 and that of 2023 is, to my knowledge, plus or minus zero. What should matter most to us as long-term, goal-focused, plan-driven equity investors is not why this happened, but that it happened. Significantly, that there could be a pervasive and very significant bear market over most of 1 year, and that those declines could be entirely erased in the following year. Although not nearly as quick as a perfectly symmetrically as the 2022-23 experience, in the larger sense, that's how it works. As always, then, I break my year-end letter into two parts. First, the timely and enduring principle reinforcing by these 2 years, and then consideration of our current condition. The economy cannot be consistently forecast, nor the market consistently timed. Thus, we believe that the highest probability method of capturing equity long-term return is simply to remain invested all the time. We are long-term business owners as opposed to speculators of the near-term trend of stock prices. Declines in the mainstream equity market, though frequent and sometimes quite significant, have always been surmounted as America's most consistently successful companies ceaselessly innovate. Long-term investment success most reliably depend on making a plan and acting continuously on that plan. An investment policy that is based on anticipating or reacting to current economic, financial, or political events, trends, most often fail in the long run. Let's dive into what's happening in the economy and the market, breaking it down for you. Due to the ongoing effects of the COVID pandemic, we're witnessing a lot of changes, like pieces in a puzzle that we're trying to fit together. In response to COVID, the Federal Reserve made a major financial move, increasing the money supply by 40%. That's substantial. However, it had a downside. It triggered inflation, causing prices to rise. To combat inflation, the Fed took an unusual step, rapidly increasing interest rate, something not seen in over a century. This move impacted both the bond and the equity market significantly. Interestingly, despite challenges, the economy remained robust in most areas, except for housing. Jobs also held up, which is a positive news. While inflation has eased somewhat, the cost of living remained high, posing a challenge for average family budgets. The stock market made a comeback, and now there's speculation about whether the Fed will lower the interest rates in 2024. There's also chatter about potential recession, but predicting these things is like predicting the weather. It's tricky. Uncertainties abound, particularly with the concerns about the United States federal deficit, national debt, Social Security, and Medicare facing challenges. Additionally, the drama with the debt ceiling and the upcoming intense presidential election are adding to the mix. The markets are in for a ride this year, as they are every year. Stay tuned for updates, and remember, navigating through the investment landscape is a bit like steering through a storm. It's unpredictable, but with the right strategies, we can navigate it together. My recommendation: to remain consistent. Let's revisit your long-term financial goals. If they haven't changed, sticking to our current plan is the best course. I'm here to answer any question, to address concerns. Your trust means a lot to me, and it's a privilege to serve you and your family. Thank you, and I look forward for a continued journey together.